press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, in the previous class we learnt about two pairs of lines. They are intersecting lines and parallel lines. Okay, intersecting lines are, they intersect at a point. They have how many maybe, but they have one common point. Okay, so then they are said to be intersecting lines. And parallel lines, they don't or they never meet each other when we extend on either side of those lines. Okay, they never, because they have the distinct, that is the equidistance between every point on them. And we learnt about transversal also. So when two lines, they are said to be parallel, and a line which cuts those lines, that is called transversal. We can write like this. So here L, M, and consider it as N. Here L and M are parallel lines. This can be represented by symbol like this. L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M. This symbol, it represents parallel to each other. L and M are parallel to each other. Okay. Then we can write like this. If I write two parallel lines like this, then I can write transversal like this. This is transversal for these lines. Consider if it is M and N, this is L. Here M parallel to N, and I can also write like this one, and these two are the parallel lines. Then I can write transversal like this. So here so if it is L and it is M, here the segment, here also we can consider this segment as, if I write like this, so it's a line, ray, these two are the rays, and this is a line segment. Then I can write, if I write M, N, then consider this point as R, S. Okay. Here R, M, R and N, S, these are in parallel, these are parallel lines, and here MN is considered as transversal. What is transversal? It's a line which cuts two parallel lines, or which meets at different points on those parallel lines. That is called transversal. Okay, and what are the angles that when this transversal, it cuts two parallel lines, it makes some angles, and those angles are called, can we list the angles? Yes, we can list. These are the corresponding angles. They are equal. We have seen one example for this. So these are called corresponding angles. These are corresponding angles, and the alternate interior angle, and these are called, what are these? These are vertically opposite angles. These makes a linear pair, and the angles which are which are at the same side of the transversal. Okay, so these are all the types of angles when a transversal cuts two parallel lines. And from this we can conclude that, by this we can conclude that if two parallel lines cut by a transversal, I write here, you can note down, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, each pair of so we can write like this, this is the first point, each pair of corresponding angles are so these are the three methods that we can write parallel lines and transversal. So I write here these two parallel lines. We have two methods to draw parallel lines, one using set squares and another one using compass. Okay, so this is transversal. Consider this as L, M and N. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, okay. Write like this, this is 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the 8 angles. Corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal in measure. And the second type is, what are the second type of angles which are equal to each other? They are the alternate interior angles. Here we can say that 3 and 5, 4 and 6. These are the alternate interior angles. And the second one is, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, each pair of alternate interior angles are equal in measure. And the third one is, what we can write? We can tell about the angles which are interior and at the same side of the transversal. They should be interior and they should be present at the same side of the transversal. Here we can consider that angle 3 and angle 6. Here angle 4 and angle 5. These make supplementary to each other. Then if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, each pair of interior angles on the same side of a transversal are supplementary. Can you give some examples that we can see parallel lines, like parallel lines in our surroundings? Which are they? They are railway lines. Railway lines. So we can see the parallel lines in those railway lines, okay? In ladder and in our textbook, any books, we can see parallel lines. For the that is the letter we use, or the cover we use to post the letters, and the edges of the board. So frames, photo frames. So these are all the examples for parallel lines, okay? Then we have three methods to draw, that is we can three types. One is like this. So this is considered as transversal, and the another one is we can write like this too, and transversal like can be written like this. Otherwise, if we write like this, this is also a transversal. In the Z type, we can write two parallel lines and a transversal for those two lines, okay? So these are all types of parallel lines that we can write, and we have two methods. We have two methods to get the perfect parallel lines, to how to construct or how to draw parallel lines, okay? And these are the three important points that you should know about transversal. When a transversal cuts parallel lines, these are the three important points, okay? So here I show you how can we construct using set square. I have one 45-degree set, that is this square here. That is the set square I have. And with the help of this, I can show you how can we draw parallel lines, okay? So first we have to take one line here. I am going to construct a parallel line for this line, okay? So consider this as L. So this is one line, okay? Then you should keep your set square like this, okay? And the that is the 90-degree set square I don't have. So for that I use this ruler, okay? It helps me to draw parallel line for L, which I have drawn here, okay? So keeping like this, I had to move the set square through this edge, okay? So like this, when I move this, I get along through the edge. When I move this, so otherwise I can stop here, okay? When I draw a line for this is parallel to L. This line is parallel to L. Consider this as M, okay? Like this we can draw or construct parallel lines. But always we can't use this method, so that we use only ruler to draw two lines. But think that whether they are in parallel or not, okay? So if I draw line crossed on this, it's considered as transversal. And we have all the types of angles here, corresponding angles, alternate angles, that is they are interior and exterior, and the angles which are present at the same side of the transversal, they make supplementary, okay? Then linear pair and vertically opposite angles. These are the types of angles. Then how can we check whether the given lines are in parallel or not? Okay, we can check by measuring their angles. Which are the angles equal here? That is corresponding angles. They are equal. And the alternate interior angles. These must be equal. When they must be equal? When two lines they cut by a transversal, if corresponding angles and alternate interior angles, if they are equal, then we can say that those two are in parallel. Can we check here? So in the last class I shown you that if consider this as 70 degree, then what about the alternate, that is the vertically opposite angle? So this is also 70 degree, and the corresponding, sorry for not having my protractor to show whether they are equal or not. Okay, I shown you to how to construct parallel lines. So I am giving only example for you. So if it is vertical, these are the vertically opposite angles, then these are 70 degree. So this is this is corresponding angle, then it will be 70 degree, and again these are the corresponding angles, then it will be 70 degree. And what about the remaining angles? How can we find? Here we can take M, it's a line, and N is a transversal, it meets here, okay, then it makes linear pair. What about linear pair? They should be adjacent, and the sum of those two angles must be equal to 180 degree. Then what about this angle? If it is 70 degree, and this must be 110 degree, and vertically opposite angle is, that should be 110 degree, and these are the corresponding angles. This is 110 degree, 110 degree. With the help of only one angle, the measure of one angle, we can find all the angles when given. Okay. So here only we have only two angles, 70 degree and 110 degree, 70 degree, 110 degree, 70, 110, 70, 110. Okay, add these two. What about these two? This is 110 degree plus 70, it's 180 degree. And here we can see that interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Okay, this makes 180 degree and this makes 180 degree. And what is this? This angle, these two angles, they are the Z-shape angles. They are called alternate interior angles. Okay, so these are the types of angles. When two lines are given, and to check whether they are parallel or not, one angle must be known to find all the angles. Okay. Then by this we can tell that when a transversal cuts two lines that pairs off, when a transversal it cuts two parallel lines, then if corresponding angles are equal, we can say that those two lines are in parallel. And alternate interior angles are, if alternate interior angles are equal, then those two lines are in parallel. And the sum of the two angles which are present, which lie on the same side of the transversal, if they are supplementary, if they make 180 degree, both of them make 180 degree, then we can say that those two lines are in parallel. Okay. Then so you have, try these. So in this, so you have one activity here. Draw a pair of parallel lines and a transversal. Okay, verify the above three statements by actually measuring the angles. What are the, okay, I write the statements that here what I written is the same, I write here. Okay. So checking for parallel lines. Okay. So by this we can write these statements when a transversal, so these are the important points, cuts two lines such that pairs of, okay, which are the pairs? Pairs of, so we can write like this. The first point is corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are, if corresponding angles are equal, then what can we say? We can say that then the lines have to be parallel. They must in parallel. Angles are equal, then the lines, the given two lines which lie, they have to be parallel. Okay, we can say like this. And the second one is if alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines have to be equal, parallel. And the third one is if the angles, interior angles on the same side of the same, these points only. Here we are giving statements on when transversal cuts two parallel lines, it makes these angles and they are equal. Okay. Here we are going to tell that to check whether the given two lines are parallel or not, we check these angles. We can check one pair of corresponding angles. If they are equal, then we can say that those two are in parallel. If alternate, any one you can check. You can check by three method. So having one test, corresponding angles you can check. Otherwise you can check about alternate interior angles, and or otherwise you can take interior angles on the same side of the transversal, on the same side of the sides of the transversal. Okay, interior angles on the same sides of the transversal are supplementary, then you can say that those two lines are in parallel. The lines have to be parallel. Okay. So here we use these statements for checking the given lines are parallel or not. Here when two lines are cut by a transversal, this must be there. What? Corresponding angles must be must be equal. Alternate interior angles are equal, and interior angles which are present at the same side of the transversal, they make supplementary. Okay. So these statements are very important for you. Both are same to look, but they give different meaning. Here transversal cuts a line, and here checking for parallel lines. Go through this. So we try some examples. Which are given in the text. Okay, so go through this. Finished? Okay, I rub this. Let's move to the example problems. No, those are not examples, but they have given to try to you. I do 1 or 2 problems in that, so you try yourself. Okay, so in the here they have given in this page they have given try this. So here I show you only one for you, and I explain everything. So follow me. So in this they have given 2 parallel lines L and M. In that first one, this is first one. And the given is transversal. Here it's a transversal. Okay, and 60 lines. This is L, this is M and T, and already they have given there. Okay, so it's 60 degree and this is X. Line here L is parallel to M. This represents to show they are parallel to each other. T is a transversal. What about X? Angle X. What about angle X? Can you guess? What type of angles are they? They are alternate interior angles, and they are equal in measure when 2 lines are parallel. If 2 lines are parallel, then the alternate interior angles must be equal. Then what about X? The value of X is 60 degree. And go to second one. So I draw like this. They have given 2 parallel lines, and here it's A and it's B, and transversal is like this. It's C. It is 55 degree, and they are asking to find the value of Y. What about Y? So this is the another type of parallel lines that we can draw. Okay, A and B, they are parallel to each other. A is parallel to B and C is a transversal. Here, what about these angles? They are alternate interior angles. Here also they are equal, and the value of Y will be, what's it? It's 55 degree. Then go to third one. It's special. It's very special like this. So they have given like this. So these are the 2 lines. Are they looking parallel to each other? Are they looking to parallel to each other? Is it? Yes or no? Yes. So these are lines, but they are not in parallel. Okay, angle 1 and angle 2. And also they have given that line 1 and line 2. It's line 1, it's line 2, and it's T. Line 1 and line 2 be 2 lines. Okay. T is a transversal. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. They are asking question. So guess what's the type of angles? They are alternate interior angles. But when we say they are equal in measure, the given 2 lines, they should be in parallel. But here L1 and L2, they are not in parallel, so that 1 is not equal to angle 1 is not equal to angle 2. That's your answer. And go to fourth one. I write here. They have given 2 lines, and line L and line M. This is L, this is M. And there is a transversal T, it cuts to these two lines. Okay. Given that lines, L is parallel to M. Okay, T is a transversal. What about Z angle? Z, it's 60 degree. Okay. Then given here Z, what is Z? How can you find Z here? Okay, so by using the statements which we learnt before, here we have to do like this. So I do here, given two lines L here, given, so your answer should be like this, given L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M. Therefore, angle can we give any name to this? Therefore, 60 degree and angle Z make, they are at the same side of the transversal. Okay, so they lie at the same side of the transversal. Therefore, those two makes 60 degree plus angle Z is equal to 180 degree. Okay, then keep Z as it is. Here we have 180 degree at the right side. So bring our shift 60 to right side. It will be minus 60 degree. So subtract this, 180 minus 60 is 120 degree. Then what about angle Z? It's 120 degree. So like this only you have to find the answer. First write down, given L, they have given L is parallel to M. And here 60 degree and angle Z, they are at the same side of the transversal. Okay, then we know this statement about this, directly we can do like this. And here they have given the fifth one like this. The fifth one given is, here also they have given two lines which are parallel to each other, line L and M. I write here. Sorry. Okay, and it's a transversal. This is L, this is L, this is M, and this is T. It's a transversal, given it's 120 degree, and here they have given X. Here L is parallel to M. If they give those two lines are parallel, then you should think of the corresponding angles are equal, alternate interior angles are equal, the linear pairs they make, whatever may be. So these three, the angles which are present at the same side of the transversal, they are supplementary to each other. So these must be, keep in your mind, they are very important. Okay, so L and M are parallel to each other. It's 120 degree. And what about these angles? What are these angles? They are said to be, these are corresponding angles. and corresponding angles are always equal when these two lines are in parallel. Okay, and the value of x is 120 degree. And go to sixth one. I write here the sixth one. I already told you that always we can't use protractor, so that is set squares and compass to draw parallel lines. However, we have straight edges, that is ruler, scale with us. We can use neatly to draw parallel lines. It's L, it's M, it's P and it's Q. So L and M are, they have given that L is parallel to M and P is parallel to Q. Find angle ABC, it's 60 degree. And what about this angle C and D? It's A, it's B, it's C and it's D. Okay, we have one clue, that is angle 60 degree. How can you find? So using this you can find, so you consider P and Q, lines P and Q. What are they? They are parallel lines. P and Q are parallel lines and L will be transversal for those two parallel lines. Okay, when L is a transversal, then we can tell these two angles, they lie on the same side of the transversal. Okay, then what about these angles? They make supplementary, they are supplementary angles, they make 180 degree each other. Okay, then here, so I write the answer here. P, given that P parallel to Q and L is transversal. Okay, transversal. Therefore, 60 degree plus angle A is equal to 180 degree. Angle A is equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree. Angle A is equal to 180 minus 60 is, it's 120 degree. Okay, we found one answer. And using A, we can find out all B, C and D. So if it is A is 120 degree, what about this? Yes. Then, so this is, let's consider this as Y. Okay, so here, therefore, angle A is equal to angle Y since corresponding angles. Okay, corresponding angles, then we can write that therefore angle Y is equal to 120 degree. It's 120 degree. Y and D are, they are vertically opposite angles. Here angle Y is equal to angle D since vertically opposite angles. Okay, so therefore angle D is equal to 120 degree. Then so go to we can use D and B. D and B are, so like this, D and B. So it's transversal. If we consider M is a transversal, then B and D, angle B plus angle D, they are linear pair, then they make 180 degree. So we know D, angle D, keep angle B plus D is 120 degree. So that is equal to 180 degree. Keep B as it is in the left side. Shift 120 to right side, it will be minus 120 degree, then it is 60 degree, angle B is 60 degree. What about B and C? Angle B is equal to angle C, since vertically, so here linear pair, we can, since linear pair, okay, this is the reason. So this is vertically opposite angles, okay. Then here we can write that angle B is 60 degree, therefore angle C is equal to 60 degree. So like this type of, so that is this type of sums, they may comes under 4 or 5 marks. But here you have to give exact reason to your answer using, so we use transversal, that is the parallel lines, corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles, linear pair, so like this, okay, have this. Shall I rub this? Okay. So let's move to the, so you have another one here, try this. Okay, regarding the second statements, okay, here L and M are, they are parallel wide. They asked why the given lines are parallel. I write here all the three and I explain it once. So the sums which are given under try this, do this, you have to do all those. Okay, I write here, the first one is given like this, you have to try. I give you some hints. It's L, it's M, and this line is transversal, this is T. They have given that it's 50 degree and it is also 50 degree. They are asking why L is parallel to M. Can you give the reason for why these two lines are parallel? Is there any reason? Yes, we have the reason that here these two angles are, they are alternate interior angles and they have same measure, 50 degree and 50 degree. If alternate interior angles are equal in measure, then these two lines are said to be parallel. And the second one is given like this. Here also they have given two lines and one transversal. This line is L and this is M. It's 50 degree and it's 130 degree. Okay. Then this is T. They are asking again, is L and M are, they are parallel to each other. What do you say about these two lines, L and M? Okay, so consider this. This is the alternate interior angle for this. If I consider this as A and this as B and this as C, okay, it's very easy to take like this. Okay, angle A and angle B, these are alternate interior angles and they are equal in measure. Okay, so okay, then how can we say that these are parallel here? So to say these are equal, we have to find this angle B. So angle C and angle B, they make linear pair, because so here if I consider M like this and transversal it's like this, okay, it's T. Okay, this is 130 degree. If it is 130 degree, okay, if it is 130 degree, then the linear pair, these two makes the linear pair. If it is 130 degree, then what about this angle? It's B. It's 50 degree. Otherwise we can take here the opposite to this is the vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle for this is, consider this as D, if it is 130 degree. Okay, so we have two ways to tell these two lines are parallel to each other. If I take these are linear pair and this is 50 degree, it makes 50 degree, and these two are alternate angles and they are equal in their measure, then these lines L and M are, they are said to be in parallel line. Otherwise we can take like this, D and C and D are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are equal, okay, this then D will be 130 degree. The angles which are present at the same side of the transversal, they are supplementary, that we know. 50 plus 130, that is 180 degree. Then if the sum of these two angles is 180 degree, then these two lines, they will be at parallel, they are in parallel. So these are the two reasons that we can say to tell these L and M are in parallel. And the third one they have given is like this. This is L, this is M. This is L, this is M. And T is transversal. So it's 70 degree and it's X. So they are asking, they have given that here L is parallel to M. If L is parallel to M, that we know alternate interior angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, and the angles which are present at the same side of the transversal, they make supplementary. Okay, then what about X? How can we find X? 70 plus X, 70 degree plus X, that is equal to 180 degree. Okay, then keep X as it is. So bring 7 to right side, X is equal to 180 degree minus 70 degree, then X is equal to 110 degree. The value of X is 110 degree. So like this you have so many problems in your exercise. Okay, so in the next class we solve the exercise problems. Okay, thank you.